tutty, baby.
Let's fucking go!
Well, I'm gonna be bold. Colts are just gonna show up on Saturday.
Oh my God, another David thing, bro.
We're gonna win, baby.
The silent killer.
Another star. You're gonna have to hear it. And I'm gonna be the one that got David that star because he traded for me. I was the catalyst. Everyone talk crap about me, and guess what? Saturday night, I'm gonna say, "Yo, put me back in the DD chat," and you're just gonna see a video. You're gonna be seeing. Hi, and welcome to DDLive. Wow, what an intro. Mikey, you've certainly outdone yourself.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
I could tell with the Adam Schefter background that we have vintage Michael Sabina. Two-star. Newly golden minted two-star champion. A jersey back there. That's a reminder for everyone. All right. And also the Flanagan sides in the back. See you soon, gentlemen. The Colts are champions. We said we were going to be it, and here we are. Winners that we are, winners that this show is. And little spin from what was going on in the past couple seasons. DDLive had to do a little bit of soul searching because one of the things that happens when you reach the summit, when you reach the ultimate peak and you become that, that apex predator, that is being a immortal champion. It goes without saying that, I might not be a first ballot DD Hall of Famer, but I think my place is there cemented. Sabina, yours as well too. And what makes it even more greater about my other esteemed colleague, Jose Perreguera, and that's how we're going to loop this circle completely together, is that DDLive, this is going to be known as DDLive Champions Edition. Estrellita por todos lados, papi.
Bam, 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 bam,
Yeah,
bam.
no. Stars everywhere, man. We have an MVP and 3 stars. So this is going to be known as DDLive Champions Edition. We're going to give you guys everything we have.
We got 4 stars.
4 stars. Yeah. Well, 3 with 4 stars. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. We even have one.
The last 3 seasons,
we have one
dominated the league.
Yeah, no, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing that not only is it that we're amazing, but also that NAS is thriving, and the fact that we're giving DD all this support, giving them all this talent and all this entertainment. So
do you guys remember when they would tell us in the chat, hey, it's hard to listen to 3 scrubs talking, there's no star, there's no champions, 3 tier 3s, 4 tier.
What do they know? What
the hell did they know? Joke's
on them, right? Half of them not even in the league anymore. They don't even want to play football. They retired. They say now that men with banderitas, that's not real football. That's what.
It's not a man's sport.
Well, gentlemen, Mikey, season 16, it was a roller coaster for us, an emotional roller coaster, and the fact that we got through, we got to the other side. I want nobody else touching me other than you. As
we knew our fate. We knew our fate was sealed, and we knew we had to make a move. And they hated us for it. They said we were the biggest fools in the league. And I said, Angel, we gotta go. Trust me, we gotta go.
Pack my bags that night.
We gotta go. We don't get on this plane right now, we're done.
Yep. And just like the Colts got moved, we moved in the middle of the night from Cardinals camp, and sayonara. We're champions, baby. So that being said, we're not going to dwell anymore on season 16 because that was the past, and it's a past that you guys are going to hear about every single week, every time in the chat, every time I want to. So we don't have to talk about it precisely on this show. We're going to move on to season 17. How's that? How's the field? How's it looking, Perra? What's the quality?
Man, I've been around since season 10, I want to say. This is by far the worst I've ever seen in DD.
So this is the worst since pre-Dino times.
Yeah, no debate. Even that first season I came in where you had Ham as a captain, I believe. Or was he the first number off? Yeah, I mean Ham was either a captain or the number one the first overall pick, but it doesn't matter. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. You weren't there, bro.
I remember the sheet when I used it to make fun of Joan when he won with like all these people, and I saw Ham as a catch. I was like, God, this league must have sucked.
Fair point.
Yeah, but yeah, bro. I mean, there's obviously not that one. There's not a real number one guy on the board. There's not that guy you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go get that, and I can take on 100 if need be because I'm gonna get that dog. There isn't. And then just like, bro, I mean, after like the top 15, it drops. Then after like the top 32, 35, it drops. Like it's the same from like 35 all the way to like 65 is the same player.
So,
like
there's a big pressure on the unknowns. There's a big pressure on the unknowns to fill that gap. Because if the unknowns are great guys, then it makes it better. But if we're just basing off the people that we do know, and so what you're telling me is that we have a lot of dog water.
But look, half of tier 6, right? Tier 6 is 20 people. 6 people, not half, obviously, but like a third of tier 6 is new players. There's rookies. Like
volatile.
Like that's bad, bro. Like that's bad because then you have guys that are being thrusted into tier 5 just because of the league, being weak. But yeah, it's honestly it's pretty bad. I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't know if my argument is making any sense when I'm saying that Ham was the number 1 first overall pick or whatever, and now he's like at the middle of tier 3. But nah, it's bad. Given the competition that you had then compared to the competition you have now, like you're gonna have 4 to 5 teams automatically. Like even right now that they're like, yo, don't even show up. Like your team sucks.
I think what I would have just maybe done slightly different, like I know is that they put a lot of the good top 5 receivers into captains, but low-key, I think just because of how Devin's done, I think I maybe would have made him a captain. I know Tronky's a captain. I see Devin as the same. Obviously, I know people are gonna kill me for this. Tronky's a better quarterback, whatever. But Devin for DD is just as good, and he understands the league like crazy well. He knows the 1 through 100 players, and he knows how to trade, and he's deep. I would have made him a captain just to have a receiver, an extra receiver that's draftable in the top 5. Maybe I would have given it a shot, like just giving him a try. If Pat,
I would have mad at that, given that it's 5-man. So like essentially,
captain, just give it a try. If Jaime's tried,
it's gonna be the same thing as Tronky. Like it's 5-man, right? Like we can hide, those bigger quarterbacks like myself, Devin.
Tried being a captain. We've had scrub ass captains like
because then now it becomes that first round. It's the conundrum. There's only a handful of quarterbacks left. What we're talking about, Josh,
and
we're talking about Devin
and Freddie,
and then later in the draft, then you have the Remet and the Davilas.
Yeah, but like those are 2 guys that no one wants to draft to play quarterback.
Right, but I still think we're going to see them go higher than what the rankings.
100%. 100%. I think
when liquor's in the system, panic is hitting, and you come to the suffer. Like when you're at the bar, you go and you know that meme that the guy that stands in front of the mirror and is just like pointing at it like that. So you're in the bar, you've already made a couple picks, you're completely slaughtered. You go and you're pointing yourself in the mirror, and you're like, I'm not him. I'm not a quarterback. I need a quarterback. I'm not a good enough captain. You go out there and you're gonna have to panic pick Davila or Raymet early, and you did your bet.
So
especially when you have Devin going top 10.
He will, and so will Josh.
And Josh too, because Josh had a great run with the Falcons. He's coming off a great season, bad playoffs, great season. So
also remember, and it's for real, Pablo is gonna play quarterback. The person who's drafting him first round wants him as quarterback, so Pablo will be a quarterback. He's not.
I didn't know that. That's a graveyard.
Oh, because you're not in the chat.
You're not in the chat. Oh my God, Pablo Soto, Florida Rights. 5 paragraph essay.
He
with
wants to play
demands. He
quarterback,
tagged everyone there. He's playing quarterback.
and the person that wants him is gonna take him first round. So he's a quarterback first round. So yeah, that's that.
I want to dabble on that point a little bit, Mikey, because you brought up an interesting point. There was a lot of backlash to what Pablo did, and I could see where someone, hey, you come here to be the team guy, but I don't think there's an issue when a player comes out and says, "Hey, I want to be drafted at this position." There was Caps that did DM him and ask him if he was serious about playing quarterback. I think players need to take control of what it is that they want to do, because we see players all the time go on the non-throwing list. We see them saying, "I'm going to miss a week. I'm not going to miss a week," playing all these shadow games in order to play with to find the right team. So look, I don't see anything wrong with what he said. And you brought up some valid points that in previous seasons where we had players like creating graveyards because they wanted to,
So the thing was, Pablo got a lot of heat for saying that. The thing is, if he just said he wants to play quarterback, but if you draft him and you have a quarterback, like if Tronky takes him at 12, obviously Pablo's gonna play wide receiver and DB. He's not gonna, he's not gonna be quarterback with Tronky at wide receiver. That's not what he meant. On top of that, shut the fuck up, hater, because there's a bunch of scrubs who have played quarterback that have tried to play quarterback. One is Petey, and that shit was a disaster. He didn't even make playoffs with the Seahawks, and he had the best receiver in the game. Ain't nobody told him shit. So let people do what they want, bro. People here playing quarterback, just trying. If he wants to try, let him try. Además, as long as he has a good draft, it'll be fine. He's not a quarterback. That's the problem. When you're a captain and you're not a quarterback and you say, "I want to be a quarterback," that's when you create graveyards. Now, if a good drafted team wants him to play quarterback and you have a solid draft, well, maybe it could work out, bro. Like, you never know. It's DD.
Look, I just feel, because we've seen this before. I feel
it never works.
Limiting himself to quarterback at best is leading a team to like a 6-6 with 4 ties.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, maybe they sneak in the playoffs because essentially it's like they're 7-7, right?
Yeah.
Or 7-6-1.
The outcome is now, even what we're debating, is he got a lot of heat in the chat for it. There's a lot of haters saying like, "Oh, you're entitled choosing your position," when, bro, everyone if there's a bunch.
Kevin does it every season. Kevin's
one that does it. Like
shut up, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just a personal vendetta, with his mullet, the fact that he's from Nass, or just the fact that he's.
Look, here's the thing: quarterback position, it's a cult, Angel. It's a cult. It's a cult.
No one wants to let us bad guys in.
The quarterbacks in Miami want to be the quarterbacks in Miami. God forbid Mikey wants to throw the ball. Like, how you suck. Like, it's a cult. They only think they can throw, and that's it. It is the most toxic position in Miami. That and rusher. Rushers are the most entitled people in Miami.
You want to elaborate on that?
So just look at. I should have just said Kevin. Bro, rushers will think they'll go top 3 to rush, and they think they're super fire. And it's like, bro, look, people rush because people don't rush because they can cover and they can catch balls. That's why we don't rush, mother. Like, if you let everybody rush, you wouldn't even be top 30 rusher, my guy. That's what rushers need to understand. Go watch Lulu rush. I bet he makes a USA team just for rushing. Like, go make Peaky rush. I bet that quarterback's gonna have a horrific time. Like, you get my point. You get my drift.
Yeah.
And it's a toxic thing that rushers have. The only person that's really nice about it is like Julio from Sportsmania.
Oh my God, you can't say a bad thing.
No,
about
he admits it. He's like, bro, I rush because no one wants to. Like, he knows it, and he's nasty. He really is nasty at it.
Yeah, he's top 2 in Miami for me.
He's nasty at it. Like,
that kid does not love his knees. Like he will jump for a flag. He does not care.
So, and what I meant by quarterbacks being toxic, I think Remet gave a toxic response.
Jerry gave a toxic response as well.
Yeah. Jerry
very disappointed in Jerry. Very disappointed in Jerry.
When all of Jerry's friends are in the league trying to play quarterback.
And listen, and quite frankly, he was parading as if he was an elite safety. Man allowed more points than 4 points to a team that they had blanked during the regular season.
It was I didn't like his attitude towards Pablito. So,
at all.
But anyway,
so we talked about the field. We talked about the conundrum that we have with personalities and egos. But let's center in a little bit on the captains. From the captains that we have, this pool of captains that have the privilege of carrying the banner for their team until they get traded, because we know most of them might. Who didn't deserve to be a captain? What do you think was like, okay, after this guy, like, wow, you could tell that they were just throwing names at a wall?
I mean, it's hard to say because then there's really isn't nobody else on the board other than like Dusty, I would say.
I would say
Captain. And like, because like, for example, like a lot of people might say Peña shouldn't be a captain. I think this is Peña's last shot at being a captain. As long as he doesn't like, fuck it up in terms of like being stupid and wanting to play quarterback. It's not, which I haven't heard that. So I think he's taking a step in the right direction. But
and his
no one
been great
more than Peña, and no one. Yes, his stamina sucked, but no one cared and no one played harder than Peña while he was playing.
Right.
So I gotta give him that. I mean, I'm intrigued to see Montano.
He deserves a shot because he won a ring. So I can't say no on that. I was like a little bit like whoa, but whatever. He's a veteran now and he won a ring. So that's that. The person that I want out, and I say it all the time, is Jaime. It's not has nothing to do with skill. The guy does not trade. He's not in it. He picks that one pick and tells the guy pick the rest of the draft for me. That's my boy. There's nothing more than I want for him to be a captain. But guy, come on, just make him a draftable guy. El tipo no tapa eso. No tapa eso. No tapa research. Ask him who is. Tell him to tell you. Give me 3 names from 20 to 30, and he'll be like, He won't know. He won't know who's there. He doesn't.
Yeah, now that you say that,
I was with him. I was with him for the better part of this past week. The offers were insulting. Like they were really trying to rape.
But that was like
they know he's a doofus.
Yeah, but that was like when Chiqui was a quarterback, a captain. Yeah. You just throw shit at the wall. Eventually, something might stick.
So Chiqui's another one that he has the talent. He's a quarterback to be a captain, but you cannot make him a captain. You cannot. That guy has to be drafted like top 5 people who need quarterbacks. Jaime needs to be a draftable wide receiver. Bro, the guy offered to draft me 4th and told me, Mikey, I'm gonna draft you 4th and then just draft the rest of the draft for me. I was like, no, that's not. We're not doing that. If you're gonna make me do that, then we're gonna trade. I'm the captain. So I think you need captains. Alex, bro, he's traded a lot, which we're gonna get into now.
Let's get into that.
Yeah. So I'll share my screen now. See, Alex has really
Mikey has completely extrapolated all the data here.
Oh, I'm a numbers guy, baby.
And he's a numbers test here on the efficiency of captains leading up into this draft. So Mikey, the floor is yours.
Here you go. Don't mind my tabs. Guys, so here we go. Look at this. This is what I constructed. This is something that I didn't know. I know some people knew, but not all of us knew. Your initial ADP, what you do is
for those that don't understand acronyms, because we have
we have some John Master League. You're right.
ADP stands for average draft position. Okay, for those that don't know at home, it's not the company that Piki works for.
This is how it's calculated. When you were first chosen as a captain here, picks 1 through 20, you were given picks. This is how it is. Then you divide it by 5, and you have an average ADP right here. This is you cannot change. That's just what's given to you, right? We don't judge you on that. But we did notice that just because of the extra round, good captains start with a disadvantage. Their average draft position is very low as compared to Alex, Peña, and Kurt. Maybe it's a mild disadvantage, and maybe it's worth it just because they are quarterbacks, they are better. So, it's arguable. Okay, it's okay to have that disadvantage. But then this is what I did. I got their current picks from trading, what they have, and then you divide it by 5. So let's hide this column. This is everyone's current picks. We don't need to see this. You should know your picks. And look at that, baby. I've been able to assort. Hold up. How much better they've gotten from their initial to what they have now traded. And look at the difference. Alex Montano is literally the best GM right now. He's the front runner. He's the front runner for GM of the year. He's front runner.
What does he have?
I won't invite him to my fantasy football league.
Who does he have? What?
Ties too.
What do you mean ties? Oh, wow. You're gonna take the credit for the man. Come on, let him do it. It's his first year as captain, and look at what he's doing. He is automatically front runner for GM of the year based on what we have. It's just trading.
No, I mean I said it the other night.
Look at his picks: 21, 23, 34, 63, and 81. He's not even
on paper. He has the best draft. The only person I would say has a better draft than him is Stronky. And that's because Stronky is a proven quarterback. So, it kind of comes down to Alex in terms of who he's able to get to play quarterback for him.
Right.
But yeah, man, I think on paper he definitely has, like he has a top 2, if not the #1 draft on paper. And obviously, it all depends on who he ends up
Based off
getting.
numbers, him, Peña, and Piki dominated. So this is a trend that I want everyone to see. Look at this. Everyone here in the middle, 5 captain through 18, which is David. There's basically no change because they trade fair. Like if you know math, you know that you can make fair trades just based off how many spots you go. But look at this. Alex, Peña, and Piki. Why are they so ahead? Because they raped these 3 goofers right here. Pat, this guy needs to stop being a cat. This guy needs to get drafted. This is the 3rd season in a row that if he doesn't get another captain on his team, it's another graveyard. This guy is a menace to the league. And I love him, but he's a menace, bro. He cannot play without another captain. God forbid. Look at that. Negative 4.8 ADP change. That's hard to do, bro. That's hard to do. His draft is booty. Let's see his picks. His best pick is 30, pretty much. Then 36, 52, 74, 82. Yeah, he doesn't have like an ogre on his team, but Jesus.
No, 82, you're going to get ogre material at 82.
He's going to play quarterback. So he's a quarterback, and his best receiver is at this pick. I don't know. Who are you looking at here? 29, 36. We'll look at the rankings later, but it's not a good draft. I don't know what he's doing, who helped him, but I'm pushing to have 2 captains on one team banned this season. I want that done already, bro. It's not fair because that's literally how graveyards are created. And Pat is the main person that I want to be called. I want it to be called the Pat law. No more 2 captains on a team, no matter what. Andy, this guy's ego is up to his head. This guy's super fire, but God, dude.
Again, like there's no one worth that 1 and 2 when you add it up. Or no one worth 1 is worth 100. Like when you add them up.
No, look at that, and he has 95 and 100. Like, no, bro. Yeah. Andy doesn't love his body. He just wants to run.
It's that look. If you have the 1 and 2, you're supposed to have the 99 and 100. Yeah, he has the 95, but this one should be 50. It's 79.
Yeah,
like that's negative 29 spots. That's why his ADP is bad. This pick right here is what slaughtered him. This is where he went wrong. If he makes this pick 50 or like 45, it's completely even. For those who don't know math, I know I'm like right now all the potheads in this watching this right now like. That's where he messed up. That 3rd pick, guys. Lulu. Fantastic, bro. The guy's a stud, and he probably, this is probably a disadvantage needed because the guy's great. But what did he do wrong, bro? Why is his draft so bad?
I think, obviously, out of those 3, I'm gonna put my money on Lulu, because he's a proven DD quarterback. And obviously, his worst player is 80. But like, bro, like for example, that 48 and 58, that's the same pick. That's the same player. Like, you do nothing.
At the 73s, you have like the last Team Fuentes and the last Sanchez, and then at 80, you have the A2 and the Rays.
No, again, it's not that it's a bad like. I mean, on paper, he has the worst draft because you see his ADP is 55.8. But because he's proven. I wouldn't say. I think by far, bro, the worst draft is Andy Fuentes, and like it's not even close.
Do you think, Perra? Do you think that his skill though as a player kind of like?
No, it's not even his skill as a player. I would say his skill as a captain and leader in DD.
But he's gonna have to play quarterback. There's
no,
he can trust
but like
I
haven't seen Andy like
unless his grandmaster plan is Roger throwing to like him and 2 other studs.
It ain't going nowhere.
What if he drafts Grant and Devin at 2?
But you still have Dito at 95 and 100, bro.
You're still gonna have 1 point. You're still gonna have. Let's just say he doesn't put
Devin and number. You're gonna have Devin, for all intensive purposes. Me at 79, Lazo and Roger. So like
Tony and Roger.
Lazo, Roger, Devin, Grant, and Andy.
Like, no, bro. Again, even if it doesn't
nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, that is, again, because if you tell me maybe a Gary is there at 1, yes, a Gary and Roger, a Gary and Lazo, Gary and whoever you want back there, it cancels. Like, but it evens out, right?
Look, their first drive. Check this out. Andy at safety, Grant at DB, Dusty at DB, Lassie Fuentes middle linebacker, and then Roger, you hide him there. It's not that bad, bro. It's actually pretty fucking scary.
No, bro. No. Like,
I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's a great player. And if two people could have a bad draft, it's Lulu and Andy. I've seen Andy beat me last season with 3 tier 6s, and I was with David, and that shit was like just demoralizing.
Game. Anybody can win one game. I'm just saying over the course of the season, when you're like, that whole, the wear and tear on your body, all that bullshit. He ain't like, I haven't seen him from him. I haven't seen him show me that, he can lead a team. He can get the best out of people. He can, like bring people up. Like I can't say that I've seen it, so I can't bet on him.
I think the takeaway message from this ADP thing, which is what I wanted to do, is if you don't know nothing, don't trade, and you'll just stay where you're at. A fair draft, and if you can, you attack the people that don't know first, like off grid. That should be your first attempt. Like, hey, I'm gonna hit up Andy. I need to rape him. I know he's desperate. I need a Pat. Pat has no idea what he's every season. Same thing. You rape these people, and if you can't rape them, yeah, I want that day. Don't trade because it's no real change. Jaime has the same draft as Tronky, pretty much, and he's traded. Tronky has traded a lot. Derek has traded a bunch, but he hasn't moved that on the ADP. So if you trade to your comfort. But point is, find someone to rape. Good job, Peaky, for moving all the way up to 48.6. Your top 3. These are your 3 guys. GMs of the year right here. Alex Montano, you're doing great for everyone that's hating. And Peña too. Good job.
Paper ranking champs. All right. So we classified and with metrics the quality of the captains that we have for this year. Now let's talk about the rankings, because a lot has been already said about the pool, and there's a lot of varying opinions. So DDLive took it upon themselves, because we, as the custodians of what is morally and ethically correct and what this league needs as champions that we are, we want to reserve the core fundamentals of this league. So we did our own rankings of where we think the players are, and we averaged it out between the 3 of us. So we're going to publish our DD rankings and compare it to what the league has published. Mikey, floor is yours.
Here I go, baby. Let me share right here.
Let's just say, if you take out our names from the top of the rankings, you can definitely tell who did what ranking. I don't think we're gonna do that, but if we were to share,
no, I didn't put the names. I completely did it as an average. No one knows what we did individually.
Yeah, because I don't think it would take a rocket science to know who you put at number 1, Mike.
Yeah, myself, because I truly am. But that's averaged out, guys. So this is what we did to start,
so we could see it.
Go to the left.
Oh, we want to do it round by round or the whole thing?
Oh, okay, fine.
We'll start tier 6. This is theirs.
Oh, okay. So you want to get everyone there with the anxiety.
Yeah, we'll just start tier 6 and go, and then we'll show ours. So this is theirs. This is whoever did the rankings, the commish, and then
I don't trust that Andy did it. I don't think
so our suspicion is that all the G's players got buffs. So look, like Dusty, PD number 3. Alex is a captain. We got Rivas at 11. These are all G's buffs. So, but wait, we made it fair because we have a G right here in Perra. So we averaged his input. That's still a G in our thing, And then Angel and me did our average. So we have a pretty good average. Some things are no rankings gonna be perfect when you average it out between 3 people. But we have to agree with it because it's our average, right? So this is rounds. What is this? Tier 6 or tier 5? The last one is tier 5, right?
Tier 6.
Tier 6, but just zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, go to like a zoom 100.
Oh, right there.
There you go.
All right, so here we go. Obviously, I don't think there's any big changes other than compared to them. This is what they had. Who's here? Oh, Davila improved, and that was, in my opinion, I think I gave him the biggest uptick just because of
quarterback.
The quarterback thing. I think someone's gonna get him early and I think 4 or 5 captains are missing week 1. So I think someone's gonna try to get him a little bit early just to survive that week 1. But not many changes here. I don't know tier 6s like you guys. Do you guys have anything to say?
I mean,
speaks for itself.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's essentially, I guess, completely wrong is that Manny S kid that all of a sudden went from a tier 6 to a tier 3, and the real rankings by the commission or whatever. No, I think like the updated one or whatever after a scrimmage or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
He's good like that?
I mean,
Bueno, he's at a tier 6. Bueno, that's the thing. He's a rookie. I didn't go to the thing, so I don't know. My fault. That's DDLive's fault for not going to the rookie thing. If we have some rookies wrong, hey, we got rookies wrong. Go fuck yourself. So he probably is a tier 3. Don't take that with a grain of salt. Anybody in yellow is a rookie. So, you know, don't. All we care about is ranking all the other scrubs that we've seen.
And it's unanimous that Roger's the worst player in the league.
Yeah, bro. But you know what? I would love to see Roger throw. I would love to see Roger throw 1 week, man. Like, just at least week 1 for somebody, like someone that's not going to be there. And I think it could be Andy, because Andy's missing week 1, no?
No way.
Is he or no? No, I might be tripping.
Yeah, that in my opinion is unacceptable as a captain. Like,
My God.
you're missing a week, you shouldn't be a captain. I'm sorry, that's my opinion.
So before, just to get on it, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I do agree with that, especially like when you're a new captain. Like, I think the Tronky missing a week, I had a talk with him. I think that's unacceptable because as it is, he's already like a non-mobile quarterback. So it's kind of like, it's like making Devin a captain. And then Devin wants to miss 1 week. It's like, nah, fam. That's already tremendo L. Like, it's hard, but whatever. If anybody could do it again, Tronky can. But yeah, captains shouldn't be missing weeks, man. That's bad.
All right, moving on.
All right, so let's go to round tier.
Tier 5.
Tier 5. Angel, you moved up like 4 spots, man.
No, I moved up 1 spot. I think I'm 77.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So they still think CP is better than you.
Yeah, I think we collectively still think that
Really?
CP is better than me.
Wow, bro. I must have just not paid attention to that part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, Lassie Fuentes moved up a lot, and I think that's a lot because of me.
Yeah, no.
If
you look at my rankings, I did put Laz higher than what they had of him.
I put up Laz pretty high. I think I took him out this round, bro. I think I put him in the next round. I really like Lassie Fuentes, bro. And I like Laz Sanchez a lot.
I like Laz Sanchez. I like Lassie Fuentes. I think they're rated a little too low. In the initial rankings, I think that you see the underrated players that from this tier for me is the Lassie Fuentes, Boo, Laz Sanchez, Gerson could still give football.
I would actually say Boo is overrated in this tier.
Where is he?
You think so?
Wait, did he make it to the next round? Oh no, he's right here.
No, he's right there. He bumped up a little bit. I think those players they offer something that in this tier is hard to find. It's consistent hands. They have a big body. They offer consistent hands, and they run pretty good routes for being plus size gentlemen. That's something that in this tier.
I think he fits this round. I think Lassie Fuentes, Kevin G are a lot better than these people. Like they're like, like these people are pretty good. Angel, you should have moved up a little bit more, but whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm missing a week, and it doesn't matter. Let me fall in tier 6, baby. I know my role. But yeah, definitely Kevin G is another player, and I think that Kevin G, this will be his best season.
He's a good player. He's a really good player.
Only based on the fact that he's already had his first full season. He's had the turmoil. He's had the success. He's been in the bad team. And you can see that he cares. He's active on the chat. He's active he goes to the scrimmages during the season, active with the team. So
they had Kevin. Sorry to interrupt you. They had Kevin Corona ranked like 50, I believe. This is the original. Where is he? Corona 59.
Not a chance. Yeah, we rated him
to the next round.
Yeah, we rated him really bad. Yeah, we just boofy.
Yeah, he's doof. He might play quarterback again, and it's just really bad, bro.
For that, I should get a shot. Listen, if it was 4-man football, I would have thrown my hat into the ring. 5-man football, I'm not there yet. I don't have a playbook for that.
All right, let's go to the next round. Here we go. Craigo, tier 3, right? 6-5, no, tier 4. Where's Craigo here? They ranked him 40. We got you at 49, Pops. That's probably due to me. I think I ranked you like in the 60s. I think you have a lot of football knowledge, and I see you play. You have sure hands, but there's a lot of people here that I would just take first than you right now with your stage and phase in your life.
It's just it's not. I would just say I think it's more of like unknown because obviously he hasn't played in a while. He's been recovering from a few injuries.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of the unknown of like what are you gonna get from Craig?
He definitely can bro. He's good in the sense bro, tremendo veteran, and he has sure hands kinda. And he talks shit. He's very intimidating when he's on the field, like in the sense like he imposes his will. And he's good for the league, I think. So I think at 49 is where we like him. They had him in the next round a little bit too early. I don't know if you want to get him there.
Bender went 47.
Bender moved up in our thing. They had him all the way at what? Where did they have Bender? At 53.
53.
Yeah. So you know what? You know what's the funny thing? I always saw like Lacine Fuentes as Bender light, like the Walmart Bender. You guys, you guys never saw a correlation. Bender being that great, big guy with the hands, and Lacine Fuentes being like the Coca-Cola light version.
No,
no,
I'm not sure.
You guys don't see it.
But look,
trash.
We have a bunch of people that moved up here. Look, Ryan Paws. They had him in the 60s. This kid's good, man. Like he's decent. Yeah. He's not in the 60s. Simply, they had in the 60s too. Yeah, maybe.
No, that's trash. There's like last season's rankings or last tournament's rankings. Like I was above Simply, bro. Some of the old paying dog. Like. No, come on, bro. Like like cut the cap, bro.
This year, where do they have them? Simply
off IQ alone, bro. Off IQ alone, like off IQ alone.
Below Boo, like
they have him at 67, like, worse than Boo.
Cut the cap. Like
bro, we moved them up 10 spots.
Even
come
more
on,
embarrassing earlier, dude. The guy was with me in the rankings. It's like, come on, bro. This guy's gonna beat my ass.
Nah.
He almost did a turkey bowl like 2 years ago.
He's good, man. He should not be in this fucking bracket. I think we moved up Kevin McKee a lot too, bro.
Yeah, we moved up Kevin McKee.
I
moved up Raymet, dude. Everyone's lost hope on Raymet, but I like Raymet, man. Especially in 5-man football.
So
he's
that's
solid.
That's that round. Those are the people that I think this guy though. I've heard things that he's kind of boofed though. Jonathan Soleiman.
No, I have no idea who he is.
Hey, and Chris Z got a little bump there.
He did.
Love for the star.
Though. If not, I bump him up way more. Yeah. But Soleiman, I heard this guy's boofook. Hey, don't hate me for that. It's just what I heard, my boy. I heard this guy's like a tier 5, tier 6. So, but obviously we don't know, so we left him where he's at. The next round's gonna shock you. Guess who's not here? Do you guys know what name is not here? That's on the next one. The Molly Monster, baby. Congratulations to Swazo to moving up to 36. Biggest move, right, of the whole draft. Man, you earned it. You played like a monster last season. No one noticed but me, man.
I think moved up
and deservingly so. You look at the names that come off after Swazo, and you really wouldn't take any of those players before Swazo.
You won't.
Unless there was like a direct.
All these guys. I look at all these guys here, bro. Except Chris Z, I take Swazo first. Like you do take Swazo first.
And even then, you if you needed a rusher, like you're in that situation where you needed the rusher, you're gonna take Swazo over Chris Z, and that's where like that's what I love about the Molly Crusher.
Yeah, I like him a lot there, bro. This guy, Adrian Martinez, from what I heard, he should be up a lot higher. Again, another rookie. We don't have much data on him. I seen him at Red Zone. He is one buff-ass motherfucker. He's fast. He's tall. He's an athlete. Like, he's definitely, like, up here.
That wears the hat backwards?
Yes.
That is, like, super stocky?
Yeah. I like him a little bit more, like, up here. But whatever. It's a rookie, so we don't... There's not too much data on him.
I think defensively he's lost. And just, like, he's going to have that rookie transition of like, yo, you run a go route, run your back to the huddle, you're gonna keep going now.
Right. He has athleticism though, from what I've heard, to move up. And I saw him the other day at Red Zone. He's pretty good. Saw him catch a couple touchdowns. I heard this guy's good too. That's Andy's cousin or brother. I don't know. Again, the rookies, where they're at right now, you don't give us stuff for it because we don't have much data on that. Alfarito fell out the first round. I honestly, I love you to death, Alfarito. I put you a little bit more bad just because your stamina pissed me off the entire season, dog. Your stamina pissed me off. You did win us a ring with that pick, but holy, you pissed me off all season. But I love you. So I think for that reason, Alfarito comes a little bit back.
I tried to buff Michael Valdez as much as possible. I think this is another underrated player that we have in the league.
I actually think, let me double check. Pull up the original rankings.
Oh, here. Valdez is here.
Yeah, like for example,
you guys.
Where's he at?
He's at 18. We dropped him.
No, I think Carlos is hella underrated.
Oh, and Brian Gonzalez too.
Of course. Yeah.
Carlos a bunch.
Area.
Alex E's good too, bro. He moved up. Alex E was ranked
hella underrated.
Alex didn't. He would have had the wouldn't if Petey didn't force feed the ball. Alex would have not had the catch the catches last season.
He had like 80-something catches.
Yeah, disgusting. And he rushes. Like a disgusting player, completely
always
underrated.
there.
Brian, listen, Brian gets the slack because the guy went to Halloween Horror Nights. He gets the injury bug. He battles with injury. So I guess, and then you add the Nas factor, why there's no love. Carlos doesn't get the love
Like you
again.
said, yeah, Carlos, I don't know why the hell Carlos is that low.
It's just that
I
that
gained a lot of respect for Carlos in the tournament in December. When I saw him pull his hammy and he's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna keep playing. And I saw him, I was like, oh, like he actually came up in my book a lot. Like he earned a lot of points in my book for that I guess show of grit or performance in the tournament.
We like him here a lot. I think this area is good for him. I think he's gonna get taken early by somebody there. Well, compared to his ranking, which is like around here. Bro, he's good and he's coachable and he's nice. He doesn't get, I only saw him fight with Cheeky, but everyone fights with Cheeky. But anyways, the next round's gonna be crazy. There's a lot of movement in the round. There's people that moved into the first round that a lot of people might not agree with. There's a lot of names like myself that moved up an absurd amount, but that's rightfully so. And then, yeah, let's just fucking look at it. Bang! So Brian Gonzalez is the one that comes off rib here. That guy moved up like 15 spots into the first round. I think you do take Brian Gonzalez over these people here. As long as he shows up. Chris Martinez was my favorite guy. Bro, this guy is a first round pick. Like, he's a first round pick. Like, how are you not gonna take him? I played against him picky and he had me going crazy. Like, it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fucking shut him down. But it was a hard matchup. The guy's good, like really good. Kevin Nunez is still in the first round, I guess. I don't know if you take him first in Michael Valdez or CeeLo or Devin, but whatever. I don't know who Danny Dominguez is.
He's a stud, bro.
Okay, then. My bad. I consider him a rookie because I have no idea who he is. I don't know why.
No, he played in the tournament with me, with Barstool. He's legit.
Yeah.
I mean, I already knew that, but yeah, he's definitely he should be a top 10 pick in my book.
Right. This Sean Sanchez guy. This is the guy that plays with Squad, and I found out who he was. Yeah. I think he's ranked a little bit too high. A little bit too high. Like, he should move like a little bit here. Maybe he's an in-shape guy, knows the game very well. But
yeah, I saw flip-flop very easily.
You guys beat Squad literally because of this guy fucking up. I saw the whole game. I think he just punted at the goal line. They gave him the ball 3 times. It was just about like, bro, what is this doodle doing? But whatever. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. This guy moved up 9 spots. 7, what is it? 8 spots? Disrespectful. I have to be like right here. Right here. Bro, how's PD number 5 still, bro? That's just crazy, bro. I put that guy like 21.
I still think PD's a good player, bro, especially for DD. He could play both sides of the ball. He could play multiple positions. You could essentially get a quarterback that doesn't have any plays, and PD's just going to draw off the plays.
Bro, have you looked at his stats the last 3 seasons? Well, that guy's done shit.
I understand that, but every dog has his day.
I think a lot of his value comes from just seeing him on a roster of like a roster in like Worlds or something. I think that's where his value is coming from, and people are confusing that a lot. But whatever. He's there. He's a veteran, rightfully so. His DD stats do not show that he earns that spot. And anyone can prove me wrong if they want. Look it up right now on your phone. Garbage quarterback last season, 3 seasons ago, which was my first one. Tried to be quarterback also. I think he was in the Bengals. Shit was foof. They had to trade him to the Niners. The season got saved. If not, he was the last.
You think Andy goes like first pick Grant, second pick Jerry, and then Jerry trades him?
No, I don't think that's Jerry. I don't think they mingle. I remember Jerry requested a trade last season.
No, like Jerry will ship him like the draft day. Right there.
I like Jerry. He moved up. I like Jerry.
I moved Jerry up.
Yeah. Shamir was a little bit top 4. I don't know about that one.
I put Shamir higher. I think Shamir's top 3 in this player pool.
Holy!
You look at my rankings, man. Look at my rankings. I take Shamir over Grant.
It's a little iffy for me.
I don't know about that one. But whatever. Nonetheless, this is why we have 3 guys' opinions, and it averaged out to this.
Is Dusty still hurt?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I know Dusty.
Every time I ask about Dusty, he's like, no, he's hurt.
No,
Or is
I
that
know
just,
Dusty well enough to
disinformation?
know that he wouldn't play if he's actually hurt.
Efra, what do you think about this guy right here, Jason Castellanos, moving up to top 15 pick? Hey, he's good.
I had him. I want to say I had him top 12 in my rankings.
I moved him up too. I like him a lot, bro. He's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he was what? In tier 3. Like, no, that's disrespectful.
No, I think they had him like 21, like in the last pick of the round.
Look it up. Show it.
Yeah, last pick of the round.
20.
Yeah. Yeah.
I moved him up.
I would move him up. I would definitely.
This is what was crazy to me. Didn't he play with Chris M and Peaky?
Yeah.
Bro, why did they rank Chris M worse than Jason? I'm pretty sure Chris M was like their guy.
No, I just think that was by design. I don't think that necessarily dictates much, I don't think you can buy into a lot of that saying, "Oh yeah, Chris is better than Jason." I just think that was by design because
So you think Jason should have been the wide receiver 1 and DB1 there, not Chris?
No, it was just Jason was the kind of almost a do-it-all guy.
Really, I felt like when we played
Chris,
when we played, Chris's job was to cover me. Not that I'm a god or anything, which I am. But Jason was on the other side always. Chris was the one getting all the targets. I don't know. If Jason was this guy, why didn't Peaky make him that guy? That I don't understand that. See,
all I know is that on one of the two, I scored a toe tapper that some referee just trying to steal the moment for himself said that it wasn't, and that should have been.
Oh, that was Alex E. that fucked that call up. What a faggot!
After all the praise they gave him last season,
I couldn't believe he did that. It was the game winner.
Yeah,
like,
he wanted to. He wanted to be the MVP. He wanted to be the MVP.
Wasn't it Roger, bro?
Who does that, dude? No. Roger was asking Peaky for permission for everything. Like if he was like is like in like a golf caddy. Like he's like hey, what's up, man? It's like Peaky, kid. Are you okay with this? You're okay with this? It's like you're on the other side of the field. Go Dúfalo, get allá, sere. Nadie te está hablando. Let the freaking back judge make the call.
Yeah. The refs got really involved in that game. The refs.
No, listen, and that's another thing that I want to bring up, and we'll talk about that later on on DDLive as we get closer to the season. Can we freaking pick the refs for the playoffs and all that stuff like beforehand? Because what is all this thing like? Why I just eliminated you? You're obviously butthurt that we eliminated you. Why are you officiating my game or trying to officiate?
Okay, so my comeback to that is people leave. Right, the so-called better refs leave. Then second of all, because I've been myself, like, bro, I didn't go to the referee. I consider myself to be a very good referee when I actually want to referee. But I don't go to the referee, especially like last season, for example. I'm not playing. Like, no, bro, I'm not gonna help the referee. I'm sorry, I'm being blunt. But I think that also, that's a big factor that people when they lose, they don't want a referee or they just go home. And then you have, for example, I give my props to Ernie because Ernie won last season. He didn't make playoffs. He won just referee. Not a chance in hell I was going to referee.
Well, you did it for me when I had to go use the bathroom. You saved me.
Well, I was recording. I wouldn't even say refereeing, and then I was talking shit with Mike the whole time.
No, yeah. I don't like to referee either, man. Even when I'm there, it's like everyone.
Well, that's my
everyone
thing.
already hates me enough. Everyone hates me as it is. I don't want more hate. But wow, we'll get to that eventually.
By the way,
I don't want this to be like a sour episode. It's a joyous occasion because not only did we beat all the teams on hand, we beat the referees too.
Yeah. By the way, the Grant and Dusty, the 1 and the 2 and the 3, it just organized it like that. If you actually look at the little averages, where do I have them? Right here. They tied. Okay.
You don't see it.
They tied. Ah! They tied. All right. So that's that. They had an average of 3 each. So we just gave them the 1 and 2. You could reorder this any way you want. That's that.
Sounds good. That's enough for discussing the captains, discussing the players. I think that we are in line for a very exciting league. The draft is next week. Hopefully, this content enlines some of the captains to espabilarse and to make some moves. Others to not make moves because you already dug yourself in a grave. You don't want to dig yourself deeper. There's a lot to expect for this season. There's a lot of questions to be answered. There's a big pressure on the player pool because it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of missing weeks. There's yeah. So, all right, gentlemen, you got any last words?
I'm just gonna put the links of the 2 sheets in the info. So for any captain that wants to download it and for the ADP thing, because I know you guys are bots and don't know how to handle that shit, I'm gonna
Make
give
sure
you
you
your
print the
own
little key in the bottom so they could also do the math, like just in case
Yeah.
you want to make a change.
and I'm gonna give them their own editable version. You just replace the numbers.
And I've noticed that with some of these caps, if you print in color, we could even take them to the draft and it'll maybe help them.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take our own ranking sheet.
Someone
to
else has to
distribute.
win other than David, man. This man's gonna redefine what the star David is. He's gonna get 5 stars. There's gonna be like one huge freaking star on his back. It's
I'm gonna take 20 sheets, and whoever wants to use our rankings can. I think ours is better, but
all right, gentlemen. Well, as always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. DDLive is the episode and the show for the people. So you'll be hearing a lot of us 3 for the rest of the season. I'm your host, Angel Camacho, Mikey, the Stifler Sabina, and the one and only Jose Perraguera. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We love you. Peace.